I'm Kamali, taking you through some of the things people are talking about and some of the stuff they're sharing around the world on Newsfeed today. Why the social media age is exposing the rifts within the Democrat Party in the US. Who is the richest celebrity? We've got a list coming your way.
According to the NHS website, there's currently no cure for migraines.
Healthcare for the digital age tested out in the UK. And pandas on a live stream out of Moscow Zoo. They eat a lot of bamboo and boxes. And top of our newsfeed, politics in the age of Twitter. Now, all politicians make use of social media in some way way more effectively than others. In the US, as with many other places, it's used by elected officials to make policy, attack their opponents, or simply show what they did today. And in the United States, the Democratic Party is riven between those who can credit social for helping them get elected and those who worry it will help see them booted out of office. And of course, the divide is there for us all to see because, well, they're fighting on social media.
The beef between House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and her party's progressives is playing out publicly thanks to social media. So the veteran Democrat is putting a lid on it.
So again, you got a complaint, you come and talk to me about it, but do not tweet about our members and expect us to think that that is just okay.
Her comments came after a major disagreement over emergency border funding. First-term House Democrats Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, Ilhan Omar, Ayanna Pressley, and Rashida Tlaib voted against the bill. They were unhappy that it didn't include demands for stronger protections for migrant children. Speaking to the New York Times on Saturday, Pelosi dismissed the 4 newbies.
All these people have their public whatever and their Twitter world, but they didn't have any following. They're 4 people, and that's how many votes they got.
Ocasio-Cortez and Omar were quick to hit back. Where else? On their Twitter accounts.
That public whatever is called public sentiment. And wielding the power to shift it is how we actually achieve meaningful change in this country.
Patetico. You know, they're just salty about who is wielding the power to shift public sentiment these days. Sis, sorry, not sorry.
But Pelosi's Deputy Chief of Staff, Drew Hamill, said her instructions to stay off Twitter were not aimed at specific members, but Democrats in general.
The Speaker was not scolding progressives. She was saying to all members that we as a family should have our conversations together as a caucus, not on Twitter. This was a general comment, not aimed at any particular member or group. This was a unifying speech and well received.
Democrats have grappled with their new power dynamic after they won control of the House of Representatives in the 2018 midterm elections. They now have 2 distinct blocs: progressives, young, new and native to social media, and the moderates, generally older and worried about the party not speaking with one voice. Pelosi's job is to keep them on the same page. She may be better off replying to their thread.
Okay, let's take a look at some other things that caught our eye on social media. Now, the internet must be bored today because the hashtag Barbie's Dark Secrets has been trending. And people are posting things like this with imagined situations the doll may find herself in the alternate universe where she's real and living in 2019. Hilarious. Go back to spinning tops of bottles, internet. Now, this video was released by Virgin Orbit, part of Richard Branson's efforts to offer an alternative to Elon Musk's SpaceX when it comes to commercializing space. This is specifically about the ability to launch a satellite into orbit. Now, currently, SpaceX are offering that service to whomever can pay them. Virgin Orbit wants some of that money and have come up with this system. It involves flying a 747 up to 35,000 feet and then dropping a rocket which can carry the satellite into orbit. Apparently, this uses way less fuel than a ground-launched satellite, so makes Virgin Orbit a cost-effective alternative. The drop test was successful, Branson says. Next, they'll see if they can do it with a rocket that has an actual payload. And there was chaos at the end of a beauty pageant in Tonga as the outgoing winner called out the organisers for not supporting her. Now, earlier in the night, the woman who was Miss Papua New Guinea was called ugly, black and disgusting. Now, beauty pageants are outdated spectacles and a gross example of the patriarchy and the objectification of women. They should be banned around the world. What happened at Miss Tonga led people there to call time on the event. And the magazine Forbes has listed the richest celebrity types out there, and the person at the top of our list makes our editor, Louis, very happy indeed.
Flip me now.
Don't like your perfect crime. How?
And next, President Trump's self-inflicted trade war with China could soon impact a book many of his most ardent supporters hold very dear indeed. Okay, let's go around the world now for some other stories you need to know this Thursday. Now, Ukraine's ex-TV actor, new president, is using the success of a TV show to turn Chernobyl into an official tourist site. The nuclear power plant was the scene of the world's worst nuclear disaster. Tens of thousands were affected, many people died. Now, the explosion and the aftermath have been turned into a drama by HBO, and the show is very good. People have been visiting in increasing numbers, and Russia, who covered up much of what really happened in Chernobyl when it was part of the Soviet Union, are reported to be planning their own telling, one which makes them look not too bad. Some scientists say this is a piece of human skull which proves that humans left Africa earlier than previously thought. It's been dated to 210,000 years ago, 160,000 years before humans were meant to be where it was found, a cave in Greece. But scientists are demanding more testing and call into question the methodology used to come up with the date. Now, Area 51 is a place in the Nevada desert in America where the US military holds evidence of UFOs and aliens, or so the urban myth goes. It is a top-secret US military base, and now 277,000 people have joined a Facebook page called Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us. It's a group that was seemingly started by that guy who seems to be into online gaming and someone else whose name I can't say because this is a family show. The date for the storming is September the 20th, and you know Newsfeed will be tracking their progress. And these people have been taking pictures for the gram on a lake in Russia. It's that a naturally blue color because it's heavily polluted, but why should the chance of getting seriously ill get in the way of getting likes? The lake is in Siberia, and the water has been turned this color because it's full of metal oxides and calcium salts from a nearby power plant. And Newsfeed is a bit of a buzz after seeing this, a spin-off focused on Captain Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek Next Generation. This 10-second tease is all we've got so far. Apparently, whatever this is will be on Amazon Prime Video, and Picard has a dog. Make it so, number 2. And in the UK, the world's greatest health service has teamed up with the people who are great at delivering parcels, making use of their AI device to try and streamline how some people get their care.
Britain's National Health Service is partnering with Amazon to help patients get medical advice for minor ailments without leaving home. Alexa, the virtual assistant developed by the tech giant, is known for making to-do lists, setting alarms and playing audiobooks.
According to the NHS website, to help you get better more...
But soon it will provide medical information and advice, all drawn from official NHS sources, in the hope of taking pressure off doctors.
I think it might be a kind of triage. It might be quite useful to come armed to your GP with some knowledge.
I spend a lot of time with Dr. Google, and I think this would be much more highly focused advice, so I look forward to it.
Not that it has all the answers yet.
Alexa, what can I do about my migraine?
According to the NHS website, there's currently no cure for migraines, although a number of treatments are available to help ease the symptoms. Most people find that sleeping or lying in a darkened room is the best thing to do when having a migraine attack.
Critics say it's a poor substitute for a doctor and have some other concerns too. It may be a while before this virtual physician puts doctors out of business.
And last up, we can take you to Moscow for some video of 2 giant pandas. Now, this is Ruyi and Ding Ding. I think Ding Ding is the black and white one. And they were given to the zoo a few months ago from China, of course. They're going to stay at the zoo for 15 years, and in that time, they will eat 70 tons of bamboo. No, I actually made that up, but you can watch them eating bamboo all day, every day, via a live stream on the Moscow Zoo website, if you can get it to work. And that'll be all from the Newsfeed team. Reach out to me with your questions, comments, complaints, and suggestions. You'll find me at Kamali Melbourne. You'll find us 24/7 on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow me on Twitter. Follow, subscribe, and add. See you again tomorrow.